Bernina GT is unique.
It's one of the most important alpine roads that is closed and turned into a racing track.
Starting at La Rosa Altipiano, which is at 1,800 meters, and it goes up till Ospizio Bernina at 2,300 meters.
It's a very technical circuit here. There's over 50 corners, 50 bends.
Competition is clear, you go as quick as you can.
Siamo sui 110 all'ora di media.
At the moment you're quickest, you're going to win.
The more noise you make, the more people enjoy.
There was the one problem, it's too short.
On the Friday, all the cars were in St. Moritz where they were more visible and they allowed us to have more interaction with the capital of this area.
St. Moritz is one of the most prominent places all over the world for exclusivity in itself. So beautiful cars are a part of it for sure.
We have the very famous Ferrari GTO red van of Martin Halusa. We have Ford GT40. We have a beautiful AC Ace here. There's single-seater race cars. There's a great mix of cars. It's an event for everyone.
First day you do scrutineering, so check the cars.
Viene controllato anche le tute, il casco, le gomme.
Understanding the rules and regulations when we have the driver's briefing, and just generally absorbing this fantastic atmosphere and environment that we're in.
And then we took the train and we went to the Alpgrund to have an amazing fondue fromage.
The second day is where the action starts. Basically, you have 2 runs in the morning of the Saturday where people can practice.
It's not a race, so it's not a competition. You drive up to see if you know how it works.
Most of us did this street with, let's say, normal street car, but do it with a race car is something completely different. So it's very important indeed to make at least 2 sessions of free practice just to take, the measure with yourself, with the car and with the street, and to know exactly which is the perfect line to be followed.
It's very difficult to memorize the event. You usually memorize the track probably on the 3rd day.
Più difficile per me è il percorso in mezzo, che veramente lì è difficile sapere cosa viene ancora.
You have 3-4 points where the turns keep on closing, and if you are not very precise and entering very good the turn, it might push you a little bit out, so you have to be very careful.
This morning it was dry, this afternoon it looks like it's going to be wet. So all the training this morning for this afternoon is no good.
The afternoon, the race starts with 2 more runs. People can go flat out in the race category, and in the regularity is up to them, but I have the feeling people go flat out there as well.
The feeling with the car, it's amazing because it's a very reactive car, it's a very precise car.
Well, it's a Formula One car. It's not really made for the mountain here, but it is incredibly easy to drive and very powerful. So driving up here is a pure pleasure. There's another famous thing about this car. In 1958, it was in a movie, and Romy Schneider was sitting in this car. So the aristocracy of this car is undoubtable.
Third days is made with 2 more runs in the morning.
It's the day where you need to pay a lot of attention because it's the day where you feel like I know the car, I know the track, I know each single corner. And
You want to do well, but you also want to be conservative in terms of the car. So it's finding that balance by not going too fast, but not going too slow.
In cima sono ancora 50 metri, lì c'è neve, adesso non so quando partono, non ho gomme di piove o di neve, così sarà un po' più difficile.
They're sliding around on the track.
Modern cars, they have anti-lock brakes, they have traction control, they have power steering. None of these cars have any of that, so it's all down to the drivers.
It takes a lot of concentration and you cannot drive as fast as yesterday.
To drive in the rain is no fun because there's no roof and no windshield wiper. It slides more, but once you get used to it, sliding is much more fun.
Finora sono andato sempre con una Volvo, quest'anno è il mio figlio che la guida.
It's a typical student car and it doesn't look like a race car, but it runs. It's fast.
When you see the green light, you see red and you want to go as fast as possible.
Lì si pensa soltanto a mettere la marcia giusta.
Obviously the heart's pumping and the nerves are there. I think you need the nerves to give you that certain amount of control.
Time flies by and you are so mentally absorbed.
I am the youngest pilot here. I made my driving license last year. Before the race I was very nervous. My hands were shaking. I was very focused.
It's a great privilege to drive these cars. To think some of these cars are up to 70 years old now. To drive them is a great experience and a great honour.
It's not only about motor racing and motor cars, it's also about the environment that you're in and the spectacular scenery that you can see around us.
you have amazing mountain, amazing street.
A lot of passion, a lot of cars.
I particularly like the Bernina hill climb because it's one of the longest hill climbs in the world. What's also great is the hospitality in the area.
Next year,
We will be here again.
We will be always here. Yeah?
don't worry, we have more ideas to come.
Next year it should be sunny.
I'm speeding down the road on my motorbike, devil on horseback, way out of sight. Highway behind, highway to go, wind through my hair like a racing bull.